Welcome back to your final core strengthening workout. We're now on weeks 11 and 12 of the Mum Bod Revolution. So hopefully you're feeling nice and strong. This workout is only 12 minutes long, so it's really easy to fit in with your other workouts or just to squeeze in at the end of the day if you haven't got round to doing any extra training. Now for this you're going to need a balloon. Well, you can use a balloon if you want to. I'm going to have it to one side just in case. We're going to do 3 rounds of 4 exercises, targeting those deep core muscles, working that breathing system. A little focus on external obliques, so still working on that rib cage, bringing it from a more flared angle, bringing it back down, and of course working that pelvic floor as well. I've got some small cushions again to use. I'm going to use them for the first exercise to bolster myself up. I think it's a good idea for you guys to grab a little pillow as well. Okay, so join me lying on our back. We're going to be focusing on scissor kicks. Okay, so this helps bolster us up a little tiny bit if you're not quite ready for full flat on the back. Legs up in the air, lower back into the floor. Think of keeping this distance between the pubic bone and the rib cage nice and short. We're going to lower one leg down and bring it back up. We're going to change legs the whole time, okay? If you are finding any challenge in the lower back, it hurts a little, don't go quite as low. The lower you go, the slower you go, the harder. If that feels nice and easy, you can go into a little leg switch. So keeping it slow still, but a little switch. Okay, going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees in. Okay, coming up next, we've got our external oblique crunch, or reach, I prefer to say. Okay, so thinking about bringing that rib cage left side to right hip. So it's not going to be a massive movement, we're just bringing it across. Breathe in as you come down, exhale up and across. Again, bringing that rib cage across and down towards that hip. And again, open out, coming across. Breathe it in, breathe out. You can keep your hand by your head, or if you want, reach it across the body. Give me 2 more like that. And last one. Okay, little 10 seconds rest to think about our next side. The same setup, knees bent, bolstered up slightly. We're going to bring this rib across towards the hip. So on that diagonal position. And think of it as squeeze it across rather than flinging yourself up and across. Okay, give me 1 more, up and across, and down. Okay, you don't need your pillow now, so you can pop that to one side. We're going to go into a plank. Now, everyone's going to be at a different level here. We're going to be managing our diastasis and managing our the intra-abdominal pressure. So I've got my knees on the floor, but the same concept applies to when our knees are off the floor. Think of bringing our pubic bone towards our rib cage. Think of pushing the elbows into the floor. Watch your neck doesn't dangle down or head doesn't dangle down. Bring that in line with your spine. Breathe into your back. Again, breathing into the back. So we should be assessing planks now in the course to see where you're at. I'm just putting some good strategies in place for whatever works for you. So some of your planks might look a little bit different to the others. Okay, we're going to go into a classic dead bug now. So lying onto your back, knees up at 90 degrees, arms up in the air. You've got your right foot and left arm. They're both going to open out at the same time and come back together. Now we're going to change. It's going to be right arm, left leg opening out. Here, we want to make sure there's no arching. So if anything, I gently think about lower back not being forced into the floor, just the indication that it's gently going into the floor, just to help counter the idea of my hips wanting to roll away and my lower back coming off. So there's a challenge, keeping that spine I want to say neutral, but it's not quite neutral if we're pushing it into the floor. Ooh, okay, bring it back in. We're gonna go for round 2. So you've got the scissor kicks first. You don't have to use a pillow to bolster you up, but it's a little bit easier if you do. Okay, little rest. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's open in that scissor. Making sure we're not letting our lower body roll away. Keep it very isolated. Think of those corset abs coming together as our leg lowers down. Don't go quite as low if it feels too challenging. If you want, bend your knees ever so slightly. Lots of different options there. Okay, give me one more, leg down, bring it back up, bring the knees into the chest. Okay, we've got the external oblique crunch. You're welcome to keep your pillow here, or if you want to give it a go without, you can. Check along the midline for any coning or doming along the diastasis, along the linea alba. Okay, we're bringing it across. Remember, rib is coming to that hip. So it's not a massive twist, but a little one. Play around with it, see what feels better for you if you want your hand by your head, or if you want to bring it across the body. So more of the rib coming down and across. 10 more seconds on this side. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 10 seconds, and then we're going to go into the other side. 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. You breathe out. Draw the rib cage across. Check your hips aren't being all wiggly, so none of this rocking and rolling off the floor. The sacrum, the back of your hips, is planted on the floor. Take it slower. Feel that squeeze. And really think about the abs working. Okay, give it one more on this side. Okay, coming over, we're going into that incline plank. Remember, through the assessments, your plank might look a little bit different. That's fine. We're going to give it a go with the balloon this time. So, set her up on the knees, breathe into the back. And release. So I'm breathing into my back when I inhale, as opposed to out the front. Or breathing in and letting my belly relax too far forward and arching my back. Okay, time for one more puff. Three, 2, 1. That is pretty hard, I'm going to say. I quite like doing planks with a balloon. Okay, onto your back, you've got your dead bugs, so a bit of coordination needed for this. If you're struggling, just practice. Take a little second out to watch, and then rewind and give it a go. Opposite arm and leg, extend away. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees to the chest. Got one more round of those exercises. So you've got the scissor kicks to begin with. Making sure every move is as good as the first time you did it. So there's a lot of intention and thinking about how you move with these exercises. Okay, legs off the ground, let's go. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel those lower abs on board as well. I do, as you know, like to kind of feel my core muscles, feel them firing up. I just feel like I get so much more out of the movement. If lower back is feeling a bit jippy, bend the knees slightly. And don't go quite as low. Okay, you've got 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees in. Up next, you've got those external oblique crunches once again. Okay, take it easy, take it slow. Have the pillow or don't have the pillow, up to you. So like I said, I like touching things on my body. So bringing my rib, holding it here on this side. Think of it coming down and across, reminding that external oblique to fire up and pull it down. We're not coming far off the floor, literally head and shoulders. Okay, have a 10-second rest, wiggle it out. We've got the other side to do. Okay, let's set up. Give me a nice breath before we go. Breathe out as you come across. Okay, you've got 3, 2, 1. Rolling over, you've got your plank, so it could be an incline plank, you might be on your knees. I'm going to do it up on my elbows, knees off the floor now. Breathing into the balloon as well, just to make it a little bit harder. Completely lost my balloon there. Keep going. Got 15 seconds here. Okay, for 3, 2, 1. Okay, up next you've got your classic dead bug, focusing on that coordination and isolating, just moving that arm and that leg. You've got to have a lot of core strength here. But I love this exercise as well. I love all the different variations of a dead bug that you can do. So if the arms are completely confusing you, because that tends to be another challenge of the dead bug, is the coordination. Take the arms out, just focus on the legs. Three, 2, 1, and bring those knees in. I want you just to relax here a second. Feet, plant them on the floor, rock the knees over to one side, big breath in here. Send those knees over to the other side, big breath in on this side. Back over once again. Bring your front foot, lift it onto that inside knee and do a big breath in here. And just holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, knees over once again. Bring that top foot onto that inside knee. Deep breath in. And relaxing it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, a big well done. Some challenging moves in that workout. To throughout this process, we've been doing assessments. So if there are any little tweaks, do apply them to the workout. Keep working, progressing, and if it feels good, then go for it. As always, if you've got any questions, drop me a message. But it looks like we're coming towards the end of our course, so there'll be lots of chatter at the moment and goal setting and planning for the future. So a big well done to you all.